All right, fellas, we're back. A bit of a milestone this week. Hit the first $1,000 MRR selling free GoHighLevel websites and GoHighLevel SaaS or whatever you want to call it. I know I said I want to do this by the end of the year, by January 1st. So we were about a week late, but still, we've only been doing this for like 2 months. And we're actually at $1,100 MRR. So let's get into this. Let's break it down, how I acquired these customers, where I'm at, what I'm gonna do moving forward. And yeah, let's get right into it. So earlier in the week, I was at about $607 MRR, onboarded 4 new customers. They're all on 10-day trials. So once these trials clear, we will be at about $1,100 a month. Current acquisition method, I have not launched ads yet. Still something we're gonna get into soon, but I'll get into that very shortly. So right now, still acquiring customers through Facebook groups, right? If you go back and watch some of my other videos, I kind of have a video breaking down of how I'm doing that in Facebook groups. Basically just joining these Facebook groups, these contractor groups, and posting like, hey, who wants a free website? I'm just looking to build my portfolio, blah, 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 blah. Those people will then comment or DM you and you'll start a conversation with them. So the pros and cons of this, all right? I've ran into this a little bit of both, and there's definitely some pros and cons to this, okay? And I know in my last video, I said I was gonna change up my messaging to get away from offering free websites or using the word free, right? Because we were attracting some shitty broke customers. However, after some testing, what I found was different messaging, saying that people would just pay the ongoing backend systems or hosting or whatever. Those posts just wouldn't really pop. So I wouldn't get any volume and therefore I wouldn't really be able to close any deals. At least with, posting about the free website, I get a shit ton of messages and comments once a post actually goes live. But I just need to talk to more people and filter out the bad people. So that's what I did this week. I made, I had 4 posts go live. What you'll find is a lot of posts go to pending. They don't get posted. So I had 4 posts that actually worked and I got 4 customers out of that. Still in conversations with a few people, so maybe we'll get a couple more, we'll see. Anyways, the pros, right? This is free acquisition, okay? Like this is not paid, completely free. Anyone can really start doing this. And it's a foot in the door offer, right? Like you can get your foot in the door, start slow, but get started building some websites for people and start making a little bit of money. So you can build a good foundation with this, okay? And that's where I get into the cons, right? It is difficult to scale. So like you have to talk to a shit ton of people to get a few sales. You have to post a shit ton to, it's not too bad, right? 2 months, we passed $1,000 MRR. But eventually, right, we're going to be wanting to add like $5,000 to $10,000 a month in reoccurring revenue, which honestly, I don't see happening purely with Facebook groups. And one of the reasons it's going to be very hard to scale is we're kind of stuck on the lower tier package, right? Like a lot of these people, they don't even have Google business profiles. They just want a website set up. So we're stuck just offering them kind of the website. There are a few potentials for upselling people that do have a good Google business profile. And I'm kind of in the process of that now. But yeah, that being said, right, you're dealing with some broke customers. There's a lot of broke people that are going to reach out to you when you offer a free website. Also, it is pretty time intensive, like especially calls. I have outsourced calls to a buddy of mine, giving him a piece of the pie, and he's doing all the sales calls and he's got a really good close rate. So I'm really happy about that and that I don't have to take sales calls, but I'm basically acting as an appointment setter right now. So it is very time intensive going back and forth with all these leads and trying to book them into a call, right? It takes a lot of time, as where proper ads, when you move to paid acquisition, your funnel is pretty much going to do 80% of that for you. So it is time intensive. All of these things, right, add up to making it difficult to scale, okay? So where are we standing currently with this business, okay? This is kind of like my to-do list and like what I'm doing right now over the next probably month, okay? Building SaaS business website. So we don't currently have like our own website. I have a landing page set up, but we need to build a website. So building our own business website, right? That's something we just started now. We kind of got backed up building other people's sites, but we're going to get our own site built. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's probably going to be in GHL so that it ties into all our other systems. I may upgrade that to like a real fancy WordPress site down the road. But for right now, we just need a decent site up that explains what we do, has our pricing on there, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I'm getting that website set up because a few prospects have asked to see our website. So I think it's worth doing at this point. Also gathering testimonials. I am trying to gather as many testimonials as I can for once we start launching ads, okay? Also, I am upgrading 2 clients in the process of this right now to our Pro plan, and I'm doing this for free. Well, not really free. I mean, they're on our basic plan, paying like $89 a month, but I'm upgrading them for free to the Pro plan at no extra cost. The reason I am doing this is because I want to get these 2 guys set up properly, make sure everything is working correctly, so that once we start really pitching this offer and selling this offer, we don't run into problems onboarding a bunch of clients and having a bunch of issues. So basically in this package, right, we're doing the review request automations, the CRM, SMS follow-up, and like an inbox from the website, from the chatbot, from the contact forms, as well as missed call text back. Now, I'm running into an issue right now, okay? These clients, I have set them up. Google reviews are working. SMS from the website, everything's working. They started getting Google reviews. I'm having trouble with missed call text back. I'm in the process of trying to figure this out right now. Because I didn't do typical A2P verification through GoHighLevel, I used TextGrid instead, which integrates to GoHighLevel. There's something going on right now with TextGrid where the calls are not coming through to the phone number that I purchased. And I don't really have an answer right now. I'm waiting for TextGrid to get back to me. I'm trying to figure this out. And this is why I did this and upgraded these guys for free, because lo and behold, I'm running into fucking issues, okay? And I maybe fucked this up here where this might not even be possible through TextGrid, so we may have to do A2P verifications through GoHighLevel for every single client we onboard onto this plan. However, I don't really have answers right now. I'm in the process of this, so, you know, maybe I'll update you next week, but I'm gonna get this shit figured out either way, and we will adapt and move forward, okay? Again, probably about a month from now, once I get the website set up, I need to record videos. There's a bunch of little shit I need to do to shift to paid acquisition. Also, I need to figure this out, right? My issue with missed call text back, okay? Once I get that figured out, I have a few things to do. Then we are going to switch to running Facebook ads and paid acquisition. Also, locking in the offer and pricing structure. This is kind of going to depend on, you know, once we start running ads, also the issues I'm running into now. So yeah, this is kind of just, as you'll learn once you get going, you're just going to run into issues. Things are going to change. It takes time. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of stuck in this thing with YouTube and like social media and fucking Iman Gadzhi and all this stuff, where people think they're going to be making like $50,000 a month from some business in like a month or so, okay? It's just not reality. You're going to run into a bunch of fucking problems. It's not going to be easy. But, you know, if you're just consistent with something for long enough, you're going to figure everything out. Everything's going to be streamlined. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to build a proper foundation so that we can move faster and build upon that foundation. And that foundation, it takes a little bit of time, okay? If I just went apeshit right now and started running ads and made like 1 million Facebook posts, yeah, I could probably get a lot more customers faster, but I'm going to run into a lot of problems. So I'm trying to build that foundation. And then once that foundation is built and solid, like a fucking brick house, then I'm going to go apeshit on onboarding customers, acquisition, sales, etc., right? So I hope that makes a little bit of sense. Speaking of which, the shift to paid acquisition, which right now in my estimation will probably be in a few weeks from now, maybe a month, I'm actually going to Cabo on Friday. So I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to be working a little bit, but I'm going to be enjoying myself. All right. So once I get back, that is the plan to launch paid acquisition. So basically I'm going to break this down into two little things here, right? To show you pricing structure and the funnel we're going to be testing initially. So pricing structure, the pro plan, okay? This is going to be the main offer. And we're going to be ripping this at a $7.99 setup fee and $249 a month. The reason I have decided on this pricing structure to start out, okay? I want to be profitable when acquiring customers. $7.99 setup fee plus a $249 a month. That means I basically have $1,000 to acquire a customer, which is pretty reasonable. So I'm hoping I can acquire a customer for $1,000. And if we can make that possible, then we can just scale to the fucking moon, okay? Plus those setup fees are gonna help a lot with cash flow. And the $249 a month, why I chose $249 a month, a lot of people are probably saying this is underpriced, and maybe I will up the price a little bit down the road. But the reason I went with this is because I know of similar businesses offering similar offers, okay? And they're more so between the $300 to $500 range, all right? And that's great. They're scaling great. You know, they have lots of customers. Everything's all hunky-dory. But they seem to have very high churn rates, right? Churn rates of about 15%, even more. I really want to focus on reducing churn rates, okay? I'd rather be doing $50,000 a month with a 4% churn rate than $80,000 a month with a 15% churn rate. So I'm gonna start off with this. I'm gonna gauge over probably like a 4 to 6 month period of, you know, what our churn is, blah, 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 cash flow, blah, blah, blah. See if we need to up prices to maintain profitable while acquiring customers, and gauge churn rate. But I think this is a price point that is reasonable, that will reduce churn. As well, I believe the setup fee will provide more commitment and reduce churn as well, make people actually use the app that we're providing them. Okay, so that's where I come up with this pricing structure. Anyways, so if they come in from our ads, we book a call with these guys, price objection, okay? We're gonna try and downsell them from this offer to the basic plan, which is just a website basically, $89 a month. And once we start running ads, we're gonna introduce a $299 setup fee for this. Because basically we're gonna present them this, price objection, then we're gonna downsell them to this, which is a lot more reasonable, okay? So that's the plan, two offers really. Now to the funnel, where I'm gonna start with this funnel is, right, we're gonna start with a video creative lead capture form, okay? Lead capture form is gonna open up landing page VSL with a booking calendar. If they don't book a call, we are going to call these leads that we capture from the lead capture form, send them a video, basically, which is the VSL, how everything works, and try and book them into a call here. Now, there may be a little bit of variation here with testing, okay? These two may get swapped. We're gonna gauge and see how this goes, depending on quality of leads. We may send the video ad directly to the landing page, but the VSL at that point will be locked. When they go to watch the VSL, it's gonna open up the lead capture form, and then once they put their info in, they're gonna be able to watch the VSL and book a call on the calendar. Okay, so there's gonna be a bit of testing with this, with the exact funnel structure, but yeah, that is the plan. And the plan is to start running these ads and switching up pricing probably in about a month, just because I'm going away for a week and I still have a bunch of shit to do, finish up some websites, build our own website, blah, 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 blah. Plus I work a job like fucking 50 hours a week. So it's not easy to manage all this shit, okay? Anyways, that is the video. Finally passed $1,000 in monthly reoccurring revenue. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. You can send me a message on Instagram or something if you have any questions, or comment below. I will always answer comments. And that's it. Have a great rest of the day, everybody.